Hey, it's Kamela here from Creative Moms Decant. So today I have a Dollar Tree DIY you're not going to want to miss. We're going to use napkins and wood and Mod Podge, and that's it. Let's go.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me.
So you can grab any type of the crafter square wood that Dollar Tree has. This works with any of it. If you have any rough surfaces, you could sand them down. This one was super smooth. So I just am going to cut the top off of this, and I'm going to paint both sides of it actually, because I'm going to do a two-sided sign. And I'm just going to paint both sides white. So it's that simple to get started. And then I'll show you how we Mod Podge this. You'll also want to make sure that you get all of your edges painted and then for a finished look. And then you want to let this dry completely before we start with the napkins and the Mod Podge.
With an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection.
So the first thing you want to do here is separate your napkins, and I find that grabbing a pair of scissors and cutting down the design helps, but you want this to be really thin. So it can kind of look like it's already one piece, but unless it's transparent in the background, it's not. So just cut them apart and pull apart those napkins until it's just one very thin sheet, and then you'll be ready for the next step. So now I'm going to show you how I cut out my details. This is the coolest trick in my opinion. So it's just a damp. You notice up in the right corner I kind of got it wet, so I had to be careful over there. But it's a damp brush, and it will cut out amazing designs. And I loved these words, so I wanted to use those too, so I cut those out. You could use scissors, especially for a pattern like these popsicles. You could definitely use scissors. But I wanted to show you this because it works really well when you get detailed, intricate designs in your napkins. Like I've bought some with some grass before, so they were itty bitty grass petals flying up into the top of the napkin. And the water and the paintbrush trick works great for cutting those out. So I'm just going to finish cutting out these napkins with this water trick, and then I'll show you how we're going to get them onto the board. All right, so I kind of lay everything out here to check for placement, and then I get started. So the first thing you do is just apply a thin coat of Mod Podge to your board, and then you carefully, it's kind of delicate process, but you just lay that napkin on and smooth it out. I like to smooth from the center of my design out. That way you ensure that you get a nice smooth coverage. So I'm just going to continue placing all of these napkin pieces on where I want them with a thin coat of Mod Podge underneath and pushing out from the center. Be careful using your brush on top of the Mod Podge at this point because it will wrinkle really easy. So you really don't want to do too much of that. You really want to keep the Mod Podge on the bottom at this point. And now just let it dry completely.
With an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection.
All right, so I'm going to knock out the second side here. And this time I cut out the napkins, and also this time on the dry paint, I laid the napkin design and I'm applying the Mod Podge on top. So both ways work. I will tell you that the second method here is easy for a simple design that just fit perfectly on my board. And I mean, everything just matched up really nice. I was very blessed with that. And the 3 popsicles worked out perfect. So You just lay this one on top of the dry board and put the Mod Podge on top. I find the other way a little bit easier to get smooth. So see that second one there is a little wrinkly, but by the time you get to your next coat of Mod Podge and hang these up, they really do look cool. But either method works. These are both great methods for you to play with, and you will be able to create your own summer sign or any time of the year sign by using napkins and some wood from Dollar Tree. So it's a $2 sign and some Mod Podge. You can't beat that. Dollar Tree made a super fun summer sign for me. Let me finish this side up and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so after it's dried completely, you want to seal those napkins with Mod Podge. And at least do it one full time, get everything covered. But I usually do it twice. And I rinse and clean my brush in between, especially if it's picking up any colors or napkin bits. And then just dry between coats. That's very important.
With an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection.
And that is it. Our sweet, sweet Dollar Tree napkin Mod Podge sign is complete. I did both sides. You can do that however you'd like and pick out your own napkins. I can't wait to see your sign. Thank you so much for joining. Have a joyful day. Bye, friends.
With an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection.